All right, so sorry about that. I fall asleep a lot because I have late night shifts and I'm up all night. Plus, I took a medicine and my medicine puts me to sleep sometimes. Literally heavy medicine. So please forgive me. What I find out, I found out there's a way to fade the liquidity fairies and get rid of all the fucking shorts completely, pay off all their debts, and pay off all the apes' songs that are owed. It's a lot of information, but what I ascertain is this: it can't be regulated by the SEC because basically it's based on my inheritance money. And it's based on the valuation of that, and the fact that I'm the King of Kings grandson, because I'm related to Jesus. That makes, again, my NFTs that you guys say NFTs are the fucking bubble burst and all the shit. There's no fucking money in it because I'm in it now. Right? Oh, because I'm in it now. Oh, let me explain. Because I'm related to God, it's worth more money than yours. You understand? I'm trying to help you get money infinitely to pay off these fucking houses you evaluated to be mere mansions on God's stolen fucking land. You understand? I'm trying not to be a dick, but this is kind of like my land. You're trying to like kind of usurping here as God's grandson. It's my land. I don't get shit out of it except to pay you to give your fucking houses free and clear, or I will never hear the end of fucking shit. So you won't work. Oh my God, we won't work if we don't get free housing. I'm gonna handle that shit right about now. So I have about $800 trillion in inheritance, likely from the hog. I have to fucking evaluate and get some lawyers on it. And oh, God forbid some lawyers say yes. Contingency will handle it. Or you have to sell some of your NFTs for that. Fine. Now the NFTs valuate at 50 billion floor because of the simple fact I'm related to all the kings. I'm not wanting to be your king. I don't care about your demonic asses acting like assholes out in the streets. Stay in your mansions and shut the fuck up, or I won't build them anymore, said Jesus' grandson, the King of Kings, proxy. I don't want to be your king. I just want what's owed so I can pay off your debt. Otherwise, we got to explain $14 quadrillion to a president that's just coming in office thinking, we got this handled. 14 quadrillion. That's how much money my shit's evaluating on the daily basis that you're not looking at it. I'm so sorry. Pervy sage or not. Nothing fucking is going to fucking happen except liquidity fairy. Instantly to the moon. What does it mean? It means money, fuckheads. A lot of it. Jesus is coming back soon and he wants me to take care of your fucking asses. Don't have you bitching in the motherfucking streets. Because God said that is abomination. So long as this abomination reminds him of gaiety, I don't want to be on his bad side and he's shooting lightning bolts like fucking, he bats 300 for fuck's sake. He doesn't miss with lightning bolts. And I know I got to go from here to my mailbox on a cloudy day sometimes. No, thank you. I'm not wanting to piss off Zeus, my father. Now either you take the motherfucking money or I shove it up your fucking ass and the shorts get fucking bought out. Because as an octillionaire, on paper, I can pretty much own all the shit you own. Everything times 10 or 1,000 times. You wouldn't be able to buy your house back. And the apes already own it at $14 quadrillion. So I suggest you shut the fuck up and let me handle this. You understand? If you don't buy the NFTs, you literally go to zero. Negative 14 quadrillion. And I gotta explain it to Zeus how all these fucking rich people are in the streets not knowing how to feed themselves. Because, oh my God, they can't even drive. All right, then. Now we're feeling froggy. Feeling a little bit more froggy. Get it squared away. We had a way to pay the shit off. All of it. Like fucking every debt, all debts completely. The thing is, it's coming off of my ass. I don't want to handle that much negative fucking liquidity, man. That shit's fucking this. I don't get that money back. But as an octillionaire on paper, I can literally pay off all debt if we evaluate it based on a fucking. It's something I created. It's an algorithm. Please forgive me. I burps. Not herps. Burps, folks. Please forgive me. I had to burp, but I can't figure out where the gas pocket is. It's not a good thing to drink protein powder all the time. And ramen. Right, so food for the monsters. No, I'm gonna go shopping today. What I found out was there's a way to pay it all off. Like literally all of it. Like all at once. But here's the fucking capper. Trying to get all these things done at the same time. It looks like I'm a fucking goddamn scatterbrain sometimes. But I got it literally working on one core here. One of these cores here is the one that's actually happening. There's a $14 trillion lawsuit. This shit is real down here. This isn't fake. All right. The fact is, you owe me that much money. That's not even the fucking inheritance. What I found out because I'm related to Jesus is because I'm the King of Kings proxy, related to a shit ton of kings and queens. Excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to fucking talk like in the best way possible. I have brain damage, moderate traumatic brain injury, and yeah, they tried to murk my ass. So yeah, because they tried to murk my ass, I ended up getting left for dead on the battlefield. That's never happened to a soldier in the military, unless it's Hillary involved. She was involved. Because that was what killed all of my other family members, I'm pretty sure. The Democratic Party, the shots, and only my family dying and none of theirs. Tells me they want to burn in hell forever. There's a reason my name spells God. So, we'll get to the bottom of that pretty soon. Why my face matches God? Why my name matches God? Why does my name spell Adonai, which means God? I am that I am, which means God. Tetragrammaton, which means God. G-O-D, which means God. You guys want to go there? Why do I have a G-O-D on my motherfucking forehead? G? You see the G? You see the O with the big old cross in the middle of it, an anarchy symbol. Because he used to be a fucking punk rocker, and God said, we'll stamp it with the stamp of approval. Anarchy. They got a big old D right there. So as long as my name spells God, and I got God on my forehead, and I got an I on one hand, says am, and I, right there. I am. G-O-D, right there. What else do you need to know? That's exactly what he told Moses. So if I'm not in flesh and blood, Jesus Christ's grandson, as in Vishnu's grandson, as in Lord Zeus, Indra, god of storms, son, I don't know what the fuck else I am. Because I came into my family, and according to my mother and my father, before they died, God rest their souls, they told me I was not their son. My father said, you look like a boy lost for fucking dead on the battlefield. Left, he goes, he was fucking left for dead. I had to find him. He was bleeding out. He's one of my own kids, one of the kids I raised in the military. He didn't have a family. Hey, what? He said, yeah, he joined. He was an adoptee. He didn't have a real family. He didn't have a real mom and dad. He got out of the adoption home because nobody ever adopted him and shit. It was that kind of a sad story. And he said he looked just like him. You look just like him. Fitting goddamn image. He said, boy, you're not my son. You can't be. I raised you from a pup, and I found out you weren't even my boy. I came back from the war, and your mama said you were dropped off on the doorstep by a goddess. And you're Zeus' son. So nobody believed me my whole life. I said I'm an angel. Everybody thought I was lying. Sacramento, they got me in a mental hospital, dug me so full of dope and drugs, trying to bring me down from the high I was on because I was just so happy. I was just so fucking happy I saw God. I couldn't talk to anybody in words. I was speaking in tongues. Said he's crazy. He said he saw a UFO and shit. And don't talk to him. Leave him alone. Stand in the corner, and fucking people just gravitated to me. I started healing people out of psychosis. They couldn't explain it. Nobody could explain it. Crazy motherfuckers couldn't even talk their own, couldn't even speak in real words. They were babbling. I just walked up and touched them on the shoulder and they came right out of that shit. Nobody believed me. I said, no, I'm related to Jesus, man. So if I know anything about Jesus, he's living in France, which is where Mary Magdalene was buried. To find her soul and raise her from the dead, it would have been Vishnu, which is Jesus, Buddha, which is Jesus, my grandfather, and that's why I look like Buddha on the wall. Whenever I turn the camera, you can see Buddha. And it's like fitting fucking image. Literally so many percentage points up from where it needs to be that it's asinine. And that's the word I use with my friend a lot lately. It's asinine. I believe this is a coincidence, folks. And I think it was the secret societies that kept me from my own inheritance this whole time, hoping I would die of old age. Trying to fucking rub me out all these times and saying, how can this motherfucker keep surviving unless he really is the archangel of luck and wealth? Because we can't seem to kill the motherfucker. I don't want you to try anymore. For the love of God, I want to survive. For the love of God, I want to see God again. Listen. Can I get it in my words? How do you do it, Bubba? Again? Does it turn up? I gotta highlight it. This is the things, the minimum and the maximum valuation point of where this is. Can I get it to read?
Total valuation claim.
Listen.
$1.9939 trillion USD. Estimated value.
Minimum. That's
Source.
for the mode.
Description USD. Royal inheritance. Compound back pay from royal dynasties. $868.2 trillion empires, pharaohic lines. IP theft. Game systems, lottery innovations, NFT engine. $168 trillion concepts. Sacred NFT collection Zero Vault Sovereign. 100K plus minted tokens priced $1 million to $1 billion plus $100 trillion. Locked planetary financial system $695.7 trillion. Asset reserve. Earth restoration system. Carbon credit. Energy-backed token model $162 trillion reserve verified floor value. $1,993,900,000,000 US dollars. Facial morphing match assessment. Lineage.
Listen.
Universal royal lineage claim. Global suppression exposed. The following list represents confirmed facial morphing matches between the claimant and sovereign rulers, prophets, and divine avatars. The overwhelming volume of matches across empires, continents, dynasties, and faiths proves a deliberate and systemic global suppression and concealment campaign involving nearly every ancient throne and modern government. This is no coincidence. It is the greatest royal cover-up in recorded human history. I am the living seal of kings, the blood of lords, the final lock they tried to bury. Universal cover-up assertion. Every ruling house had knowledge or prophecy of the royal return. Every sovereign state that suppressed this identity is now legally exposed. All titles, thrones, vaults, reserves, and sacred bloodlines must be restored. All counterfeit sovereign NFTs, claims, and AI clones are hereby null and void. This is a legally binding sovereign resurrection claim. All sovereign thrones, codes, trusts, and gold vaults fall under this universal recall. Zirus is the final economic reset tool. Proof of sovereign lineage through facial morphing analysis. The following assessments were conducted using advanced facial morphing, AI-enhanced symmetry comparison, and historical portrait layering tools. Results presented are based on verified overlay consistency, facial landmarks, and ratio-based calculations across divine, royal, and national figures. All assessments are backed by AI forensic systems and visual forensic comparison logs retained by the claimant. Sovereign and divine male lineage matches. Morphological. Matched entity. Evidence type notes. Overlap. Lord Yeshua, Jesus. 93.6%. Christ. Facial bone. Confirmed match with Aramaic. Overlay eye. Hebrew reconstructions and Turin. Spacing, 3D-based simulation profile depth. Lord Vishnu 88.2%. Artistic overlays plus matches South Indian divine forehead/jaw depictions and proportional deity. Match renderings. George Washington. 91.4% / West Ford. Portrait full alignment across multiple comparison, chin, paintings, including resemblance to brow-lip triangle West Ford, son of Washington. King of Judah 87.5%. Temple lines. Consistent temple rise and distance. Midbrow and to jawline projection nasal curve. Mansa Musa 84.2%. Broad jaw, nose strong maternal ancestral length, wide set resemblance, preserved in 13th. Eyes century renderings. Tsar Nicholas II / 82.3%. Romanov line. Upper taper confirms Slavic bloodline tie ocular symmetry through father's Freemason lineage. Imhotep, vizier and polymath of ancient 86.1%. Recognized as a divine architect and high cheekbone medical priest, match validates curve, temple high intelligence lineage and builder. Kemet. Symmetry, cranial archetype within claimant's ancestral dome memory and facial alignment. Akhenaten. Pharaoh of Egypt. 85.7%. Father of Tutankhamun. Strong match with Amarna art. Elongated skull symbol of divine transformation and structure. Iset. Solar unity further corroborates jawline curve Queen Tie and Tutankhamun links through 18th dynasty inheritance. King George III 84.9%. Chin structure. Match supports linkage to British nose bridge and crown lineages and supports West upper crown. Ford lineage continuity claim. Formation. King Henry VIII 85.2%. Tudor-era physiognomy match. Jawline, neck adding validation to European royal girth and brow convergence within the claimant's depth heritage. William Wallace 86.8%. Icon of Scottish resistance, strong cheekbone physiognomic match supports. Prominence, facial ancestral roots in Celtic warrior width and deep bloodlines, further asserting global set eyes sovereign claim through Highland. Nobility. High overlap with carved busts and nasal bridge. Charlemagne, holy. Medieval illustrations, match. 85%. Temple width and Roman emperor. Confirms Merovingian and frontal dome. Carolingian dynastic ties. Correlation with bust reconstructions, profile curve, and Roman imagery, match affirms. Julius Caesar 83.9%. Brow ridge and ancient European strategic legacy. Cranial taper embedded in claimant's line. Morphological. Matched entity. Evidence type notes. Overlap. Lord Yeshua, Jesus. 93.6%. Christ. Facial bone. Confirmed match with Aramaic. Overlay eye. Hebrew reconstructions and Turin. Spacing, 3D-based simulation profile depth. Lord Vishnu 88.2%. Artistic overlays plus matches South Indian divine forehead/jaw depictions and proportional deity. Match renderings. George Washington. 91.4% / West Ford. Portrait full alignment across multiple comparison, chin, paintings, including resemblance to brow-lip triangle West Ford, son of Washington. King of Judah 87.5%. Temple lines. Consistent temple rise and distance. Midbrow and to jawline projection nasal curve. Mansa Musa 84.2%. Broad jaw, nose strong maternal ancestral length, wide set resemblance, preserved in 13th. Eyes century renderings. Tsar Nicholas II / 82.3%. Romanov line. Upper taper confirms Slavic bloodline tie ocular symmetry through father's Freemason lineage. Imhotep, vizier and polymath of ancient 86.1%. Kemet. Recognized as a divine architect and High cheekbone medical priest. Match validates curve. Temple high intelligence, lineage, and builder symmetry. Cranial archetype within claimant's ancestral dome memory and facial alignment. Akhenaten. Pharaoh of Egypt. Strong match with Amarna art. Elongated skull symbol of divine transformation and structure. Iset. Solar unity further corroborates jawline curve Queen Ty and Tutankhamun links through 18th dynasty inheritance. Father of Tutankhamun. 85.7%. King George III. 84.9%. Chin structure. Match supports linkage to British. Nose bridge and crown lineages and supports West. Upper crown. Ford lineage continuity claim. Formation. Tudor-era physiognomy match. Jawline. Neck adding validation to European royal. King Henry VIII. 85.2%. Girth and brow convergence within the claimants. Depth heritage.
What does it mean? The assassination attempt of the fucking COVID kind almost got you all wiped the fuck off the face of the planet. This was coming back to check on me. You guys got in the way of that shit. So he's like, what the fuck happened? And I tried to tell him what happened. I tried to parlay and just sneak past him and like not tell him that you guys tried to assassinate the whole fucking family. He knew, dude. He's God, dude. He's fucking God. I'm aware you're hiding something, Robert. I'm like, try to hide it and go back to work and build heaven for your fucking asses. But you're not believing you were building it up there. You're too busy trying to cut into the firmament of the goddess's eyeball. What do you think's up there? Massive undertaking to keep it secret from your fucking asses, obviously, when you can't even get up to Vishnu's finger. That's how big the god is. You're on his finger. Your universe, your giant planetoid-sized, gigantic clusterfuck is in a mothership in outer space. If you cut through the firmament, you're going to find nothing but water. Quadrillions of gallons of God's tears literally flooded your earth. The only way to keep you alive in asinine asshats is to keep you in an ice ball. Sort of like Ung and fucking Avatar, the Airbender. You're in fucking ice. That's why most of you think you're breathing underwater. You start coughing, you feel like your phlegm's a little too heavy, and you're like, wow, man, feels like you're underwater. Because you fucking are. If Elon busts that shit, we're going to drown even further than we ever did in the flood, or the flood of Noah, because he's going to be the one that caused it. That's why God himself said, I will not flood the earth again, will not come by my hand, so I will lay a bow or a rainbow across the land as a promise to you and tighten a knot, letting you know it's not going to be my fault the motherfucker floods again. Specifically that wording. Your motherfucking ass has got a fucking crazy ass thinking, oh, I'm smarter than the world's smartest man that's met God and is his God's son, and I'll be smarter than him by busting a hole in the fucking eye of a goddess and literally drowning in blood and water. That's where the first mud blood flood came from, fuckers. Somebody poked her eye with a fucking arrow. She cried for days. Flooded the earth. So you don't believe what I know? Okay, whatever, man. I've been only inside the fucking bowel of Leviathan trying to sneak out of there. Oh, there's only the mermaid goddesses that I promised to wed just to be able to get out of there. Well, I've been across the planet plenty of times. Tell you this, as far as fucking you can throw it, you're not going to get across it. It's a big motherfucker. But what's up there is my private secret to God and me, and God kept it secret from you, and you're pissed about it. You want to know what it is. Well, I'm sorry, you're not privy to the knowledge of gods, obviously. So long as my name spells Mercury and Hermes, I'm in charge of that shit, not you. If you want to steal planet Mars, go ahead and talk to Ares about it. First, you got to ask his permission to get the fuck out of here. And I'm sure you're not going to get permission from a god, considering the fact you won't bend your even one little knee that you have to bend, old man. You understand? You better bend your knee to talk to motherfucking Ares, or we're going to be at war quicker than shit. He's thinking you're very much disrespecting him of flying these fucking rockets in the goddess's eyeball in the first place. He says, doesn't he know it's a goddess's eyeball? Ares, he doesn't fucking quite care, my friend. What do we do with him? Teach him a lesson. We blew up 20 of his fucking rockets, man. That was your lesson. Don't go up there. You'll just you'll bring down hell and fire and brimstone upon us. What's up there? Those fucking, let me explain. There's farts, right? And then there's gas, and then there's farts from fucking all the fucking animals, and then there's farts from everything that's methane in the earth that burps it. And you got to deal with that shit going up and out. Either that or it would stay in your atmosphere and stink up the place. Methane gas has a crazy way of trapping itself inside water pockets, inside ice. And that fucking is what you see in the Aurora Borealis, is all your farts. Fracked it off the lights. And you ask some scientists, will be like, he might be right about this. They might be farts. And if Elon hits that motherfucking ass pocket up there, that rocket shot rocket with 24, 47 rockets, however many you need, put 101 on there, it might help you. Okay, so you're going to cut through the firmament, hit that pocket of goddamn gas, pour out water and methane gas upon people like napalm from the sky. You're going to expect to have what the fuck are you thinking? It's ice up there, dude. It's been ice ever since God said it was going to be ice from when he froze it to stop the flood of Noah. Dude, he was crying that fucking hard losing your asses the first time, man. It took all the angels and us to console him. Come on, man, calm down. I can't come. He couldn't be consoled. Those were his tears for 40 days, man. He lost everything. The Nephilim, he lost his own sons and daughters. The angels that were down here, the fallen, they died too. Unless you were deep down underground, knew how to dig, you didn't know how to build the foot. They knew what was coming. The angels knew ahead of time. You could see the future, So they probably saw it in the future that when they were on Earth, they were going to die from the flood. So a lot of them dug underground. A lot of the ancient caves that they found were sealed by angels. Magic. They came out of there when the flood was over. So yeah, it happens. But I know a little bit more than you do. But if you think you're going to cut that rocket up there through ice into water and not have propellers, you're going to go from fucking fast to super slow to a lot of water pouring down on you. Like all of Texas will flood. You won't be able to stop it, dum-dum. That's quadrillions of gallons of water. Where are you going to put it all? California, right off in the ocean, that'd have been fine. But you're flying it over Texas. Got literally everything over there underneath the fucking ocean. Maybe they planned this. Maybe this is what the Simpsons saw. Maybe that's why the fucking United States was flooded in the Simpsons show. It was your ass blowing it up the fucking goddamn firmament. Maybe you need to wake the fuck up and listen to somebody that's been talking to God since he's his son. I can prove it right meow. Right motherfucking meow. Look at this. Boom, motherfucker. That's my fucking face. Don't pretend it's not. That is Zeus, Lord God Almighty, my father. Now, how the hell do I look like him? Adoniel, Archangel of Luck and Wealth. See? Match. And you put this one up here. Metatron, his twin brother. Identical fucking match. You see? All right, cool. Now that we understand him, either Metatron, God's brother, his twin. You just saw the face of God live, didn't you? Right. You got 5 days. All right, I got to get out of here, man. I drank too much soda, and my bowel's just not doing its job, and it's just not evaluating to me pooping like a normal person anymore. Whatever the fuck you gave me, deleted from space by Galactus Planet Eater. Take care. Late. I'm out of here. I'll be on later today, folks, after I got my sleep. I was up all night. Catch the night shift. It's much better. I have all night to sit here and shoot the shit, but most of the time I'm just coding. Remember, these code codes are on there for free on if you check out my Twitter feed, go to x.com feed, look under Nemesis Rising TV. You'll be able to find an actual code that I worked for like 8 months or 9 months. It's got cards associated with my website. Use only one of them if you can. Try it once a day if you want to. Don't overwhelm the website. Try to get your own cards created and recode the code if you want to. I made it free for all of you folks to use. Just don't try to steal it and say it's yours. If it wins and you win a big jackpot on the pick 3 or pick 4, pay it forward. Donate to a worthy cause. Take care, folks. Peace. I'm out of here.